Charmander! Oh! Use Fire Blast, Charizard! Charizard, why'd you beat up? Welcome to the home of Pokemon. What? Awesome! Who's this Pokemon? I don't know. He looks like a man. Psyduck is right there. He's just staring at something. Squirtle does random stuff, just walks around. And Bulbasaur is about to battle Squirtle. He got to choose the referee. They're all like brothers. And Charmander is just doing random stuff, watching them battle. And Jigglypuff and Meowth are watching the show, but Meowth is tired. And Jigglypuff, 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 Jigglypuff. Yay, Jigglypuff. Let's see what else I got from Santa. Let's see. Wild card came with the hand kit and
They react to play it back on the camera with high voice, just to see flammable. Sure shot, I got all the I want to play that Resident Evil game.
Shoe on.
Look on. Look on.
You gotta raise the hand.
Oh, we get it. We have the train. Should like.
He goes.
How do you do that?
Right, you gotta keep on leaving the arm. I think the voices. Well,
You want to do rep?
huh? Yeah? I needed one.
Oh, 2, 3. Oh, rock section! Oh! Oh, rock section! Oh! Oh! The rock bomb! Oh! You come so
Nothing. Don't do it. Hold up real quick.
no, no. Oh my gosh.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Down, and Utah. Number 53, line 53.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on second down, Jones. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be third down.
Here we go. 60 or. Come on, D. Yep. Mike by four. Hey. Right there. 54, right there. Five. Pick it up.
Now Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Winston and Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard.
Wow, that ball is knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Miles Sanders, 1st carry of the game. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, he just got a whole lot of cash.
He is a well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, he'll find Everett there, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He finds his running back, Mixon. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Check 3, 218, chop. Hot, hot, jam. Great finish, done.
On 1st down, Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Running with Howard. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
You can't block me.
On the delay, it's Howard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, high 7. No, cheetah. Snap.
To throw again. Jones completes it to Aguilar. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he comes back with 1 complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wentz to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Lynch has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help you.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, here's Mixon, and he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, Jones to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it second down.
And you saw. Hey, box drop. Go.
Here's second and 8. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician.
Come on, bro, come on!
A matter of time, and you got to.
This is why I hate when they're in.
They couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. The goal for any offense versus his own defense: find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll get the lead down to 5. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
It's caught by Aguilar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across
Daddy?
the 40-yard line.
I think
Now the
Zay
Giants
lost
will
his
use the
game.
second of their 3 timeouts.
What?
As it'll come
He
with
lost his
36
game.
ticks to go in
What
half
game?
number 1.
Not in here.
You're in the case.
Where's the keys?
Jones on first down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down, Giants on the pickup of 14. Jones now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. From the gun again to Mixon. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry it does.
All I needed was a little few yards. Mixon couldn't
So
get me.
we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at Inter? And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. You got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second
Most
half?
of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Joe Mixon.
I was in already.
Pick up a 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
third try for Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Joe Mixon, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success.
Come on, bro. You gotta stop using the same thing over and
Very
over.
manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop.
He quit.
me cause I like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ass. She like, girl, you can count on him. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. 16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, one point to guard. Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunters, whole team counted, that's a big number. other brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, so you know we got live from the winning side. Many tried, keep a different vibe. Wish you down the ride, down the tide. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hip is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the breeze. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the breeze. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the breeze. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news. What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W. Great colored coats. No, I couldn't be number two. Envy immediately more valuable. They sweet as apple. Talking trophies out in Rambo. You can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind can catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We see W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy. I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hip is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the groove. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the groove. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the groove. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
Slide, I'm with it. See me now, I'm
It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place where we packed up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. When a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. Say no. You better call back up. I'm running it down the finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm with it, you know I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. Know you sad about it.
The party you are calling is not available.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the red dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down the finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm with it, you know I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'ma shine now. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. Let me find out my team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine now. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.